Greetings, barbarians! What's up? Thank you for passing by. My name is Phil. I am from Mints and Drops, and today I had the pleasure, the honor to receive Mac from Mutant 8 Club. He's got lots planned out. Gen 2 is ongoing on Hash Tools right now. Check it out. Mac, Mutant 8 Club, thank you so much for passing by. I'm really happy that we made this happen. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm super happy, that you took the time, to come with us today. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate you doing all these videos too. It's really helpful.
Thank you. I appreciate. I truly enjoy, speaking to each every one of you, and I have mad respect for every single stuff, that's happening in our ecosystem, and I just wanted to be known. So what's up with you guys?
I mean, for us right now, we just opened up our farming slots. So in the beginning, when we first launched back in March 17th of earlier this year, for people who minted more than 10 NFTs, we gave them a gold legendary pass, and then a silver, and then a normal legendary pass. So now we're bringing in the farming utility where they can earn, like, if you have a gold pass, you can earn about around $20 to $60 a month, based on the true farming. And then later on, we created this diamond pass because the people in my community, they were asking to create, we want a special diamond card. So we created a diamond utility card, which is the highest tier of the farming. That's producing like around, you harvest in for about 45 days. You get around $50 to $100 in that farming period. That's the utility we're bringing in. And then for the silver farming, yeah, we make 20 of those passes available, and that's bringing in about $10 to $30 every 30 days when you farm.
Wow, that's really great.
And then the total slots that we allocated for his farming was, for the diamond farming, it's 2 at a time. So if one individual comes in, they farm for 45 days. And then after the 45 days period is over, the other individual, the diamond card, they can join the farming pass, and they can do it on a repeated cycle. So it's like, it's going to be on a repeated cycle. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do gold farming also. So we're taking in 12 farming slots at a time because that's the thing we can handle right now.
It's a big, wow, that's a big chunk. Where is the farming happening? Website, Launchpad?
No, it's actually in wallet farming itself. The card that we gave, the utility card that we gave out in the beginning, we're using that as the entry pass. So, and we used Google Docs to for them to fill out the form, and then they submitted it, and we would just review to make sure that they have the specific NFTs, and we would verify them using Xeon NFTs and everything.
Wow. Damn. Wow. I had the chance, of course, to have a custom. I believe, was it your Gen 2 that you made custom for Mints and Drops this summer?
The Mints and Drops was the Project Hitter 2025 one. Because the main reason we actually introduced this farming utility was because there wasn't many NFTs in the space that actually pays you, I mean, there are some NFTs which pay you, but they pay you in their native token, which is like you have Creamies, you have Whale, then you have Metavision, really great projects, by the way. So what I thought was like, we need there could be a project with my specifically my NFTs that I'm putting out. We could for the users who bought a lot, they would also expect some utility back, because that's how the space is moving forward these days. Because people are not just investing their money for art; they're going for the utilities.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have like a really big work ahead of us with all this coming out.
You do, but I see you on socials all the time. So well, you're on the right track, in my opinion. Did you venture in any other ecosystem before getting back to Hedera?
The profession that I'm in has nothing to do with NFTs. This is relatively a new field for me because I'm from the medical profession. So this is completely different. So and I have explored other NFT spaces before, like back in 2021, I was in ETH. Um, back in 20, hello?
Yeah, I'm still there.
One second.
Yeah, sure.
I just had someone ring my doorbell. Yeah. So like back in 2021, like I was into the Ethereum NFT space.
Mm.
Then like I mean every project I touched, it turned out to be a rug pull. It was like either a
Oh.
slow rug, it was not a good investment at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then I went to Seoul. I mean Seoul, it was good for the initial period. Then
Yeah.
uh, in Solana, the NFTs were basically based on the hype. Like if they didn't
Mm-hmm.
have the hype, then they would just die out because Sonatas, we found out that a lot of the more younger populations, like teens, they were into the NFTs. So like they would flip it really quickly and they would kill the project by undercutting the floor and everything. That's what's happening in Seoul. Then around like in January of 2021, I found HBAR.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then like sorry, January of 2022, I found
Mm-hmm.
HBAR. That is when I looked into the space, and then I was not actually a big fan of HBAR because the first time when I think Punks dropped back in October of 2021, I think that was their first drop.
Mm-hmm.
My friend was into the HBAR NFTs. I mean, he holds a lot of XRP, and then he was telling me about these NFTs, and like, I didn't understand how the header NFT ecosystem worked because they would usually do it in drops, like
Yeah.
in limited amount of numbers. Because at that time the space was very small. Like as soon as like I joined the space around in January, I realized okay, I look around the space, all the projects like even Hitchcraft Funds, Koala Club, they all had like a maximum of 200, 300 NFTs per drop, uh, which I thought was is a very good strategy to hold the
Mm-hmm.
floor price of a project. Because usually in other projects, in Soul and ETH, people are just minting 10,000s, and I mean, not all would sell out. Only the hyped up ones would sell out, and you would see the floor crashing like within 2 to 3 days of the mint. That that's what I saw in the other spaces compared to HBAR space. Because I see that the community is strong and mature, and they're all diamond handlers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm always a good advocate of multiple drops. It helps so much, especially right now because there's still so very few and we're so early. But I mean, it keeps on building the hype, and of course, it creates FOMO because you don't want to miss it. It's like for shoes, it's like for brands, it's like for clothes. To me, it's the best approach. Maybe we'll keep it up because there's going to be like 10,000 active wallets or 20,000. I still believe that it's going to be relevant because you bring something more to the table. So say you have a total supply of 5,000, and then you say, okay, I'm going to do up 500, then another 500, then let's go for 1,000. But you know that some more stuff is coming down the road, and that's precious and valuable in my opinion.
Mhm.
Was that was that the approach you wanted to take with your project leading on? Is it what is it, Gen 2 you're going in, or Gen 3? How's it work?
I mean, right now we finished up the OG collection, which was the first 100, which was done on hash taxes. That was done back in March, and we finished out a minting in April. Then for the Gen 1, we used hash tools and we sold out back in August. Gen 2, we launched it on October 2nd, I think. And then
Yes, right.
we still haven't sold out yet. There's still like 34 NFTs left. So we're still
You know
like
what to
waiting
do?
for it to
Not financial
hype it up.
advice. On
Hype
hash
it up.
tools?
Yeah,
Okay.
on hash tools. So that like what like I realized is that like I don't have a team or anything. It's just me doing it by myself.
Wow.
So it's
Oh, I
just
didn't know
like
that. You're all
uh,
alone.
yeah, I'm all alone. I'm all alone.
Fudge.
So
Wow.
I had like two mods in the big. I had two mods in the beginning who was a really great supporter. Like there was a guy called Dougie. Shout out to him. He was helping mod for some time, but then um, in real life you have stuff to take care of, and then
Mm-hmm.
some people will go and come back. So um, he left in between because he had to take care of some in real life stuff. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have so the people who bought the projects, who bought the most of my NFTs, they said they would help me mod, and then they are doing that, and they're doing they're being really supportive of that, and I really appreciate them. And one of the other mods, it's SpinFX. He's doing a really good job. And the community here is really understanding compared to the other ecosystems that have been in.
That's very true. What's your maybe tackle on the subject? You know, that's kind of not under tackled, but in a way that you have 34 or so more NFT to be minted, right? So is it in the current market, and maybe having your take too on the NFT side of things? I know crypto right now is sideways bearish, but NFT side of things, how do you perceive this market? And do you think it's important, that you sell out, that you sold out when you press mint and when you press go?
I think selling out is an important factor when it comes to the NFT communities, because once the NFT is sold out, more hype for that project comes in, because I'm not able to do everything at once, because I'm maintaining a Twitter, Discord, and working on these NFTs. It takes time to do. Then it also interferes with my job, but then I'm still able to make my time for the community. So I think our Discord game is a little bit weak compared to the other Discords in the space. And then the thing is, the main factor we're missing is the hype. That is the one we're actually missing.
Again, for me, from my point of view, from my perspective, the value of time, where you have to see through it, and not selling out, in my opinion, I totally understand, the FOMO part of it. If you sell out, there's no more, and then you hit secondary, and that's the only thing you have to be doing if you want a piece, right? But again, there are a couple projects, that's doing it the long run, and that they will be there in 2 months, in 6 months, in 2023, so and so on, of course. So I totally understand, especially that you're sole writer for this project, and mad respect, especially shout out to your in real life job in the medical side of things. Much respect, especially after the 2 years we've had. So especially since you're alone, creating that FOMO, of course it's hard, but from, let's say, from a professional standpoint, where you take it for the long run, selling out, of course it's important, but again, I will much more look at, okay, what's in the white paper, what's the long run, what's the medium run, and what's going to happen, what's planned, and that's much more the focus that I check out when I see it for a project. So yeah, don't give up and just keep on slaying, man. You got this.
Yeah. Thank you for that support.
No, it's true. It's very true. How do you see everything unfolding, especially again in this market? Where do you see Mutant 8 Club being in 2023? How do you foresee things out?
So so initially we had the complete supply at a supply of 1,500. Then we decided to reduce the supply to 555, because what I feel is that, like, if there's a big supply, I cannot work on it personally. If it's a smaller supply, I can provide artwork plus utility that I can personally handle from my side. So so we burned down. So we just canceled that. We're not going to mint till 1,500. We're going to stop at 555, because that's manageable by me. So we're planning to launch Gen 3. I mean, Gen 3 was supposed to launch today, but then we didn't sell out. So Gen 3 is on the hold. Gen 3 was like around around 44 NFTs. So that would come to around 555 total supply. It would have been a complete sellout if we had sold out when we dropped Gen 2, but unfortunately we didn't. So looking into the future, I've been working on this thing called Project Header 2025, which is like a meme-based utility project. So what's basically is just it's derived. I took inspirations from the other projects like Bored Apes. So we had an artist draw up the monkey in a cartoon JPEG format, and then they would just like hold up a poster board saying that, like, just saying meme stuff, like, like like my girlfriend left me for a neat guy, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. It's a fun angle. Yeah.
I mean, so like I thought, so more than the AI art, I thought it would be more fun to create like interactive art where people can like see different things and they can like interact with each other and trade, because I feel that that opens up the community among each other, and they'll be more how do I put it? They'll be more, they'll just interact more. Like
Yeah.
that's what I thought would be fun. Um, and then we created the user token, which is currently you can play those mini coin flip games provided by the Creamy team on Cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what the plan is, after we mint out the set, we're going to increase the liquidity pool for the user token. We're going to use like around 25% of the fund that's collected from this, and we're going to increase the liquidity pool for the user token here. And then after that, the farming, right? When you're farming, that same farming, when that specific holder is farming, right? They cannot stake their NFTs, because we are currently working with HBAR Space to set up a staking system where you can stake the individual NFTs from user tokens.
Smart. Shout out to HBAR Space.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still like figuring out how to use Discord and everything, because the coding part of it, I have no coding knowledge of that. So it's just like everything is like, it's like Greek and Latin to me, to be honest. It's just crazy. But
that learning curve, though.
I mean, when I first opened Discord, I never knew that slash was used as a command in the Discord. So like I was figuring it out watching YouTube videos on how to do it. But then it was fun because I'm actually much of an introvert. So what I think is that like when I joined this community, I think I started talking more. Like I think that like it helped me grow personally. Like it helped me develop my personal character a little bit.
It does. But you see, you can see it down your Discord. You know that you care and that you're there, man. So that's the whole point, right? Because when you go inside a Discord, you just want to see who's the leads. Especially if there's people who care inside the project, right? And we see you right away, man. And listen, best of success leading on, and you know what to do. Not financial advice, of course, but hash tools right away. 34 left for Gen 2, and leading on after that for Gen 3, man. Best of success. Thanks again for taking the time this morning. And
and I forgot to mention that the farming, right? It's for 1 year, for a 1 year period, not for like lifelong. It's for a period of 1 year plus utility.
That's a great detail. Yeah, it's not forever. Yeah, that's cool.
It's going to be for a period of 1 year. So we started on November 1. It's going to end next year on November 1.
Okay.
And regarding the project year 2025, it's going to be a long-term project. It's not like just mint out and then because like I do have plans for it. Like I'm still putting everything together. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of hard to maintain my work balance from this. So like it's because the work I do is completely different from this, because I'm used to writing prescriptions of drugs rather than sitting in front of a computer, go through background. So it's I'm still adapting to that, and I hope I can get this done.
I'm sure you'll pull through, man. I mean, especially it's finding balance, right, between I call it fiat mining and out here. It can get crazy, especially same for me right now. I'm into a professional transition where I have even more time in here, and balance is key, right? But sometimes, man, it's just it can be a challenge, right?
I mean, it gets quite hectic at times. Like sometimes you might have a bad day. You don't even want to look at Discord. But sometimes, I mean, we all have those kind of days before. But then I know that I think we can do a good thing with this.
All right. Hey, thank you again so much for passing by, brother. And best of luck, for year's end, especially going forward in 2023, man.
Thank you so much. And by the way, happy Halloween.
Thank you. Hey, you too. Yeah, it's true. Lots of candies today, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Right.
passing by, man.
Sure, man. Appreciate your videos too. Thank you.
Hey, it's only as good as the people right in front of me, and you're really great, man. Take care.
Thank you.